It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll see Evan Ingram. He's more than happy with last week's numbers, going well over 100 yards and scoring twice. It's the Jaguars and the Texans on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's week 3 and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again everyone, with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Texan ball. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here's the first drive now. On first down, Olsen, and incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Olsen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And the Jaguars send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Purdy's throw completes a Freiermuth. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. Olsen work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. On first down, this is McCaffrey. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and 2, Olsen.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. McCaffrey running up the middle.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. The Jaguars at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Olsen.
Open man, that's Tillman.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
To throw on 2nd down. Olsen to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now Purdy. Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Off play action. Olsen.
Open man is Yoshivas.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Andre Yoshivas.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Finds Pickens out right.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Play action. Now Purdy.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Purdy now to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Gets this out wide to Pickens.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Completes this one to Pickens.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
On 1st down, Purdy finding Pickens for another catch. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Now Purdy.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Pat Freiermuth.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Texans have cut it back within a score.
And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And the Texans will take over.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Eskridge, the man in motion.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara.
Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Being chased out left.
And Purdy finds a way to move the chains. He slides to a stop, and he's got the 1st down.
Kamara up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake, Olsen. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Back to throw. Olsen. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry.
And he will have a Jaguars first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Looking to throw. Olsen.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Andre Yoshivas
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Taking it about the 1.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
And now out comes Houston. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Purdy looking to throw.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Olsen, a short throw to Ingram. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Off play action. Olsen. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Looking to throw on second down. Olsen over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Olsen. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Olsen. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Purdy's throw into the hands of Pickens.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
Final play of the half, Purdy.
His throw incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Johnson's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
On first down, it's Purdy. That's caught downfield by Pickens.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Purdy.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Gibson. Touchdown, Houston. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Myles Garrett showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Nifty move, and he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Purdy off the play fake. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And that is incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Olsen.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Olsen. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
From the gun on third down, Olsen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on third and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw again.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Cedric Tillman
from 13 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
2nd and 5. They go play action here. Purdy back to Gibson, and another catch for him.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll run with Gibson.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And this one is right through. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up.
Back now in Houston.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 24.
121 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st and 10, Olsen. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 23 yards on the play.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Looking to throw. Olsen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Cedric Tillman with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Houston set to take over.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Now Purdy.
Got a man. It's Brown. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 now. Purdy from the gun. Completes this one to Pickens.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Purdy looking to throw.
This is brought in by Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down. Straight ahead, Gibson.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Once more, Gibson.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your team.
There he goes, right side.
Down the right sideline.
And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. His pass caught at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Olsen got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram from 3 yards out.
And the Jaguars have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Purdy. And here's Freiermuth again.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
On 1st down, Purdy.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Patrick Queen
With a big-time sack on third down, it's a loss of 7. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And it's third down.
From the gun on third down, Olsen.
To the sideline and incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on third down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call him for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Purdy now to throw.
He gets it left side to Johnson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Purdy.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Purdy sets up to throw again. A quick throw there is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Throwing here, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jags are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock, with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Jacksonville, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll fall to 1-2, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.